Hi there. Thank you for visiting my website. I'm so glad you stopped by. Take a look around at the various pages and get to know a little bit more about me and the ministry that I've been given. I hope that you will go to my speaking topics page and see what I'm currently speaking on, and I hope that you'll invite me to your church. I would love to come speak to your ladies. I also hope that you'll subscribe to my blog. You can do that right here on the website, and that way when I post something new, it'll go directly into your email inbox and you won't have to go looking for it. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about myself and what has brought me to this ministry. It wasn't too long ago that I had 3 young boys. One was in elementary school, one was in middle school, and one was in high school. And I don't have to tell you, we were busy. We also were raising them in the faith, and we were very active in our church. There was Bible studies and youth groups and all the things that come with that. And my husband was the men's ministry leader, and I was the women's ministry leader. I was in Bible studies 2 days a week. Now you would think that things would be humming along spiritually for me, wouldn't you? But the truth is, something was wrong. I couldn't understand why other women seemed to have this vibrant faith, and I was stuck. And so I concluded, wrongly, that God had once had a plan and purpose for my life, that He really did, and it was a good one. But because I'd blown it so many times and had made so many mistakes, I wrongly concluded that He took the plan away. It was gone, and I was going to have to deal with plan B. Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever felt that God one time had a plan and purpose for your life, but because you'd blown it so many times and made so many mistakes, that He withdrew the calling from your life? Well, that's where I was one summer, sitting at a women's conference in Washington, D.C. I was feeling pretty low, and a speaker came out on stage that I had never seen before, and she posed a question to us. She said, "Do you want to be a big girl?" And what she meant by that was, do you want to be spiritually mature? Do you want to be a grown-up Christian? And I said, yes. I knew instantly that was what the problem was. And you know, I felt like every person in that room disappeared and she was speaking directly to me. But it really wasn't a speaker speaking to me. It was God. And so many times we hear that saying, put on your big girl pants and deal with it. Okay, but how do you deal with it? What are we supposed to do? How do we deal with it? Well, as soon as I left that conference that day, I started on a journey with the Lord where we dealt with it. And we dealt with it over the next several years, and that brings me to where I am today. And girls, I walk in freedom in a way that I never dreamed would be possible. Now, I'm still a work in progress. I'm still not there yet, but I'm well on the way. And I want to read you a scripture that goes with my journey, and maybe it's yours too. I'm not saying that I have this all together, that I have it made, but I'm well on my way, reaching out for Christ, who has so wondrously reached out for me. Friends, don't get me wrong. By no means do I count myself an expert in all of this. But I've got my eye on the goal where God is beckoning us onward to Jesus. I'm off and running, and I'm not turning back. And that's Philippians 3:12. Girls, I want to encourage you. I want to help you. I want to share with you lessons that I've learned along the way. I am walking in freedom in a way I never dreamed was possible. And you need to know that it's possible for you too.